Okay, skirt steak tonight from our food saver episode. When I food saver these back on January 30th. So today's April 29th. Yeah, it's been a while. But anyway, these are defrosted now. We're gonna make a quick little marinade. I would normally use soy sauce and Worcestershire sauce, but we have to substitute that out because we're avoiding a bunch of stuff today. So I'm gonna use a little red wine vinegar, which is whatever's left in this bottle. Red wine vinegar. Go. You need acidity. Boom. Good. I'm gonna use a little of this aminos. This is supposed to substitute for the soy sauce that I put in this. It tastes alright. Doesn't really taste like soy sauce, but it doesn't taste bad. So I'm just gonna put a few shots of this in here. We'll make up the salt and something else. I just need water. I need a water liquid, a non-fat. It's actually not bad. I'm gonna throw a little lemon juice in here. I have a little bit of lemon juice left in this bottle, and there it goes. So all my acidity is now complete. All right. To that, we will add. I put 3 cloves of garlic in there, crushed coarsely. A bunch of mustard, Dijon. That looks good. I'm gonna dissolve that. Make sure it's fully incorporated. It's going to be used to emulsify the olive oil we're going to put in this. It's good. I want a bunch of salt. Hefty pinch of salt. You want it salty. And a bunch of black pepper. Grinds. And for some spice, a little red pepper. Give it a nice little kick. Okay, we're gonna mix that all together. Yep, it's smelling good, I guess. Let me see. Yeah, well, it smells a little mustardy, but yeah, it smells good. This is gonna be good. If I had a little fresh herb, I would use it, but I don't. I'll use a little dried parsley in here. Just parsley? That would be hysterical if this wasn't parsley. I would normally put a little fresh parsley in mine. I don't have, so a little dry I'll have to do. Again, mix it around. It actually smells pretty close to what I would have made. It's tough to replace the Worcestershire sauce though, the flavor in that, but we'll deal. And now to this I will just add olive oil. Pretty much the same amount of liquid that's in there, but add that in olive oil. We're making like a vinaigrette almost. And this should help to keep it from separating. The mustard should anyway. This is pretty much all the liquid that we really need. I'm going to put it all into a Ziploc bag to marinate. So here we go. Our marinade is complete. It smells good. It really does. To this we will add the steak. Let's open this pack, see how well this held up. Smells like beef. I think we'll save the juice here. Pop this right in there. A bunch of pieces of skirt steak here. Yep. In we go, nice and easy. Don't splash. Don't splash. Come on, hurry up. Don't be shy. Camera's rolling, let's go. There we go. And there it goes. Did I put a paper towel in there? Oh, I totally put a... What the hell did I put in there? Wax paper? I must have put wax paper between it. Oops. Totally forgot I did that. Alright, let's see if there's still wax paper on this. No, it's fat. I mean, that'll become apparent pretty quickly if there's wax paper in here. I must have put wax paper in between the steak to keep it from sticking together while freezing. Seems unlikely I would have only put... Interesting. Oh, I put a half sheet, but that corner's missing, which means that it's probably in here. This might be a fail. Okay. Must inspect my meat now. No wax paper here. No. And this is just me peeling skin off my skirt steak. Okay. No. 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 Interesting. Huh. Well, I guess if it turns up, I will just won't cook it. Otherwise, it must have not been in there. Okay. Well, anyway, might as well toss this now. Wasn't planning on getting my hands dirty, but I guess I will. Toss it into the marinade. Coat every piece nice and well. It should be submerged as much as possible, which it is. It's pretty good. I can leave it in this bowl. Good. Alright, so gonna let this sit in the marinade for between a half hour to an hour. You don't need more than that, otherwise the meat's gonna start like basically tenderizing and cooking. You don't want that. You want a half hour to an hour top. So we'll come back. I will come back and continue the cooking. Well, do the actual cooking once this is sat. I'm gonna set my timer as soon as I wash my hands. I wash my hands. So I can shut the camera off. God, this was unexpected. Well, shit happens. I obviously put wax paper between the steak to keep it from sticking. Totally forgot about that. And that's what I get. Note to self, don't put wax paper between the steak. Alright, so gonna let this marinate. Be back in an hour. I don't want to say an hour, yeah. 45 minutes. A little compromise. We'll be back for cooking. Okay, marinating for about an hour now. Smells good. I have a rack set up. We're gonna actually broil these. I find this to be the best method, least messy also. You could totally cook this in a pan like you would any other steak, but I want to broil them. It's less of a mess. So let's take these out of this. Some of these are super thin. Alright, take this out. Put them on the rack. Lay them out like so. There we go. Yeah, this is gonna cook super fast. Should be like maybe a minute or two on each side, and then they're pretty much done because there's super thin meat here. Then we slice it up and eat it. I'm freaking starving. Alright, done. This must be the pack with the really thin cuts in it when I portioned them. So this is gonna, just a little piece of, oh, by the way, never found that piece of wax paper. Must have not been in there. Alright, that's it. We're done. We're done. Okay, so I have my pieces here laid out. I'm gonna pop this in the broiler. This is the thick one. The rest of the, and this is a little thick too, but the rest of these are pretty much paper thin. So we'll put it in for about, I don't know, we'll do a minute and see what happens. 2 minutes maybe. Alright, pop that right into the broiler. I'm gonna go this way. Is that gonna fit? Not really gonna fit. Alright, we'll go this way. That should be good. Alright, as high as I can get it. Let's see if we can see together. There you go. Alright, we're gonna open that. Oh, vent your oven. This way it doesn't get too hot in there. You want it to stay as you want it to stay like, you don't want the oven temperature getting hot. You just want the heat getting directly on it as if it was like on a barbecue or something. You don't want it baking so much. So I'm thinking 2 minutes actually, and I'll give it a check. That meat's pretty cold. Alright, I'll come back when they're ready to flip. Okay, so 5 minutes has passed instead of 3. I had to adjust some things, but now I got a little smoking going on and charring. I had to raise it up a little bit because this is not hot enough. It's too far away. So now these have a little slight charring on this a little bit, but not crazy amounts. Let's flip them over. This wishes would have cooked a little bit better on the broiler, but my broiler is not that great, I guess. But I also should pack it. You gotta pack it tight to keep it under the broiler. But no, this is going okay. I would have preferred more color, but we'll live. This, that little nugget. Okay. This will only take like 2 minutes or so, maybe 3. Get it right underneath there. Alright, boom. Get that right in the middle of this. Okay. Keep it vented. We'll go for 2 minutes tops. I think that's all it's going to take. And then it should be done. Let them rest. And then we can slice them up. See you when they're coming out. Alright, 2 minutes have passed. We're getting color on this nicely. Alright, I think we're probably done. Oh yeah. Spacer pan. Spacer pan. Okay. And that's it. Simple as that. Off. Nice. Definitely cooked perfectly on this. Some of these are super paper thin, but that's okay. I like that little baby. Alright. So we're good. I'm gonna let this rest for maybe 3 minutes because it's super thin. Let it rest for 3 minutes and then we will slice it up. We'll be back. Alright, after a nice 5-minute rest, we're gonna take these now. You see the grain running, I don't know if you can see it, runs that way, runs this way. So we're turning it this way so we can slice them. You can't just cut into this and eat it, you have to slice this. Since this is super thin, I'll stack some of this up, like these 2 pieces. And we'll slice it nice and thin. Right on the... Oh yeah. We're looking great. You're basically making like fajita style strips of steak. And this should just fall apart. Let's see. That's damn good.
Hey, no taste testing.
I'm not taste testing, I'm just quality controlling. Yeah, no, it came delicious. So I just like to cut it up. Nice thin pieces. And you just like take a scoop. Take a scoop of steak as you like it. I know it's not how most people will do their steak, but in skirt steak, you gotta do it this way. You can't like just take this and with a fork and knife and eat it like each of these little pieces. It doesn't work that way. Now, if I had this would be much better like on a barbecue because then you can get really intense heat and cook this super quickly. But you do what you can in the kitchen. I could do this in a pan as well, which also might be a little better, but it's a little messy. I didn't feel like making a mess tonight. This is just a lot easier. Oh yeah, this one's a nice meaty piece. Nice medium rare in the middle. That's just straight fat. That's okay. This. And we got... Oh, that's the fat. Yeah, small portion here, but that's okay. So, there you go. Skirt steak. With a marinade, broiled, super easy, super quick. See you next time. Check us out on Z-Cooks Consortium. Check our YouTube, check our Patreon if you like what you see, and support us. We'll do more. See you soon.